Problem 6-121. Add or subtract and simplify each of the following expressions. Justify that each step of your process makes sense. Letter A. Let's go ahead here. Let's get into letter A. We've got 3 over the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 1 plus 6 over the quantity of x plus 1. In order to add fractions, remember we have to have a common denominator. In order to have a common denominator, we need to figure out what factors one has that the other doesn't have. In this case, they both have x plus 1, but this one also has x minus 4. So we need to multiply our denominator on this side by x minus 4. But we can't just multiply the denominator by something. We also have to multiply the numerator by the same thing. Why do we have to do that? Well, remember, this entire thing here has a value of 1. You can multiply 1 times anything and not change its value. So we've got 3 over the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 1. We're adding to that 6 times the quantity of x minus 4 over the same exact denominator. Now the next part of this here, let's just take it and rewrite it as one fraction. We're going to say 3 plus 6 times the quantity of x minus 4 all over x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 1. Remember, you don't need both denominators. This is the same thing as saying 1/5 plus 2/5. How many fifths do you have? Well, it's the same thing as saying 1 plus 2 over 5 or 3/5. The same principle applies here. Now we just need to look to simplify. So let's distribute our 6 through. We're going to have 3 plus 6x minus 24. And then we're going to take that and combine our like terms, which is going to make it 6x minus 21 all over x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 1. Now, does this factor? Yes, it does. But in this case, it's not going to give us anything that's going to simplify down more. So there is our answer for letter A. Letter B. Got x plus 2 over the quantity of x squared minus 9 minus 1 over the quantity of x plus 3. First thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to factor this. It's a difference of squares, so that one should factor into the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x minus 3. We're still subtracting 1 over x plus 3 on this side. So we know now that if we have a factor here that we don't have over here, we're going to have to multiply this side by that factor. Just make my fraction bar a little smaller. So we're going to say now, I'm going to multiply this fraction by the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of x, divided by the quantity of x minus 3. So I got that right there. This is the same value as 1, so we can do that, remember. So next step, x plus 2. We're going to have minus 1 times this, so it's more or less like minus the x minus 3. I'm going to go ahead and just write it as one fraction right now. When you know what's going on, you can go ahead and skip over little steps like that. Sometimes you need to be careful. You especially need to be careful when it's subtraction because you're taking away the entire numerator that you would have had in this. So 1 times all of this quantity is still x minus 3 here. But then we're going to have to distribute the negative through. So we're going to say x plus 2 minus x minus negative 3, which is going to be like plus 3. So minus x plus 3. And that would end up being 5 over our denominator. So we have x plus 3 times the quantity of x minus 2. That would end up being our answer for that one. If you were looking at restricted values and things there, you could say on this one that x could not equal 4 or -1. That says -1, believe it or not. Each of those values would make that 0. This one, x cannot equal -3 or +2. It doesn't really ask for that, but hey, why not? This is problem 6-121. Hopefully this helped you out there. If you have questions, make sure you ask your teacher. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.